Hey everyone, it is Havohai here bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. It is quite late, but I still wanted to make this video here for you and talk about the brand new news for the dual category hit and the brand new Universal 6 units. We're going to be doing a full breakdown here, and yeah, I'm very excited. So shout out to Renzi and the DBZ space for, of course, always dropping the information after the data download. Global also had a great update here for quality of life, but hey, we're not talking about that. We're talking about these brand new units here. And also shout out to Dokkan Wiki from images that you're going to be seeing as well. Alright, let's break this down and get into it. If you're new to my channel, of course, like, subscribe, comment below. Let's start with the hit. Yeah, did he get respect? I think he did. Look at the card art, man. Look at the background, the little cracks in the dimension there. It looks really good. His TOR, he has this little shadow in the background there. Yeah, I think it looks incredible. So, but even more incredible is his stats. Let's go ahead and look at his skills. Assassin's Ultimate Technique hit. He is a Super TEQ type. Leader skill, Universe 6, category Key +3, HP, attack, and defense 170% across the board. So much like AGL Metal Cooler on JP, this Universal 6 category, which is currently right now only on Global, yeah, this category is going to be fun. On top of that, guys, on top of that, he has a secondary leader skill of Universal Survival Saga, category Key +3, HP, attack, and defense 150%, exactly like Jiren. This was a huge surprise. I did a video on Broly and Gogeta and what their leader skills might be. I downplayed that. Now knowing this, oh my goodness, this is going to be the new meta. This is a total meta change with these dual categories. So Global First is getting the dual category unit, and hey, I'm very of course happy about that. His super attack is Cage of Time. So his super attack and passive skills is really based off of stunning, so causes immense damage to and a medium chance to stun to the enemy, so that's a 30% chance. His passive skill is Wipe Out the target. Attacked enemies attack 20%, so it's a debuff mechanic, and defensive -80% for 2 turns, so that's really good. High chance to stun the attacked enemy for 1 turn, so his passive has a stunning mechanic as well. So his super attack and his passive, you can stun, so high chance, I believe that's 40% for 1 turn, so that's really good. So his attack is already flat out 120% when performing a super attack, but then gets a additional 80%, and mind you, attacks effective against all types when the target enemy is stunned. Wow. So if his whole passive is activated, it's 200% to attack. The attacks are effective against all types, and a 80% debuff for their defense. Dude, that enemy is getting wrecked. So I think that passive skill is really good. It's primarily for attacking, for offense. He doesn't really have much of a defensive mechanic there, but hey, you know what, make him a glass cannon, that's okay. So Link skills, Experienced Fighters, Cold Judgment, Infighter, Shocking Speed, Tournament of Power, Warriors of Universe 6, and Fierce Battle. Now, it's very interesting. He has Shocking Speed, Tournament of Power, and Warriors. Those are 3 key links. He's going to have no problem with getting his super attack off. So category is Universal Survival Saga, and his main category here in Universe 6. Stats are really good. 17.9 for HP. That's really good. And attack 16.5. That's really good as well, and defensive 9200. So his this unit I think is really good. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to run this team, run this unit, and see what he does on both Universe 6 and Universal Survival Saga as well. So I'm definitely pulling for him. Question is, you know, Is this going to be the right timing? You know that Broly and Gogeta is going to be coming out. The great thing about being on Global, though, we will find out what their stats are before we have to make a decision on if we're going to be summoning on this. So that's going to be very interesting. Now, this is not it, right? This is Hit. Hit's going to be amazing, but there's a lot of other units that ended up dropping on this update. So first and foremost are the other two brand new units, and the first one is the full power Frost. Now his leader skill, it's it's okay. It's strength, key +2, HP and attack defense 90%, kind of like the I don't say not OG, but the Neo LRs in the 90% leads there. So I'm sorry, the OG LRs. I was right about that. It's late. His super attack is Dirty Burst. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes supreme damage, so not immense but supreme. Passive is balance of physical strength. Key +3, so that's interesting. For 6 turns at the start of the turn. Attack 120% and defensive +60% with a medium chance of stun, so another stunner to the enemy when performing a super attack. His link skills is Universe Most Malevolent, Metamorphosis, Brutal Beatdown, Coward, Tournament of Power, Warriors of Universe 6, and Fierce Battle. So he's not going to really have any issues with Ki at all. So he has +3 to Ki with Tournament of Power. That's already 6 right there. And of course you have your leader skill, so yeah, he's fine. He's doing super attacks every single time. His HP, attack, and defense, you have 12,000, 14,000, 8,700, so that's okay. But yeah, I think he's a solid unit with that 120% attack. They're just throwing 120% attacks like it was nothing now. You remember when it was like, oh my goodness, it's over 100%. Now 120, it's like average. So yeah, the meta is changing, folks. So that is the full power Frost. Let's go ahead and look at the final brand new unit. So that's going to be on this is going to be probably one of the featured units on the Dokkan Fest banner. And then the Botomagetta. This is the Int Botomagetta, and they're probably going to be also on the banner here as well. So leader skill, much like the Frost, is Int, but this time is Int. Key +2, HP and attack defense 90%. The Botomagetta special causes supreme damage to the enemy and raises defense by 30% for 6 turns, so that's really good. Tenacious Duo, Key +3, attack and defense of 100%, so that's really good. Guard activated against all types when HP is 80% below, so that is surprising. He has a Janemba effect, so Hit had a Gogeta effect, and Botomagetta here has a Janemba effect, so that's interesting. And his link skill is Tough as Nails, Infighter, Cold Judgment, Rival Duo, Tournament of Power, Warriors of Universe 6, and Fierce Battle. And his categories are Universal Survival Saga and Universe 6. He's going to link pretty well with provide some defense to Hit here with Cold Judgment there. So his stats, they're okay as well. 14, 13, and 8,900. Worse than Frost, but seems like he's more of a defensive unit than anything else. So that is the new unit for Botomagetta. So let's talk about now the rebirths, the new Dokkan Awakens, especially for this guy here. And we talked about, if Universe 6 got a category, they got to do something with Champa. And boy, did they. They made him one of the best support units, well, for Universe 6 that is, in any category, because let me go back here. He is dominance through destruction Champa. His leader skill is Universe 6 category, Key +3, HP and attack defense 120%, so that's really good. So if you don't pull Hit, you can still run Universe 6 with Champa. Physical, Key +3, HP and attack defense 70%. Super attack, a sphere of destruction, causes supreme damage to the enemy and greatly lowers defense. Peculiar can't read right now. Peculiar proposition, Universe 6 category, allies Key +2, attack and defense of 40%. So just like a major support unit, and they buffed that 40% there. but it doesn't have the +3 to key. +2, it's fine. You're not going to need the key for the Universe 6 category. And he also has a medium chance to attack 200%. Hey, just throwing it out there. So link skills, and it's okay, I guess. Kali power, connoisseur, more than meets the eye. The innocence, over 9,000 in shocking speed, and fierce battle. So category realm of gods, universal 6. HP 15,000, attack 12,000. That's not very good, but he gets that 200%, so it's going to cause a little bit of damage when that triggers, and defense of 9,400, so that's decent. So this unit here is going to be best in slot for Universal 6 as a support unit. So awesome work there for Champa. Good job, Bandai. Now you also do have another awakening for the physical SR Botom, and he awakens into a Botom, and this is just more of a defensive unit. So let's just talk about that. He has just defensive 80% and a high chance to reduce damage received by 50%. So for you free-to-play players out there, or your low-to-play players, you can maybe use them as a tank on your team there. So let's quickly talk about the rest of the units that we got in this data download. Let's talk about the World Tournaments real quick. This will be the World Tournament reward. The cell is amazing unit. It's a support unit. Extreme class allies, key +2, attack and defense of 30%, with super class enemies -50%. So really good on there. So definitely go for this unit in the World Tournament. And also there's 2 awakenings here in the Super Boo. So this awakens into this unit here, more of a healer slash nuker. So attack and defense of 10% and recovers HP 5,000 per key sphere obtained. So it's okay. And the youth Goku, he gets an awakening here. He actually gets a really major buff. His attack and defense of 80% plus an additional 80% to attack and defense when facing 2 or more enemies. So when you're using him in the World Tournament, he is definitely worthwhile there, and also in SBR. So anyway, so look out for those 2 awakenings in the World Tournament. Oh, by the way, Cell's gonna get a easy awakening. We were waiting for that. I expected that, you know, in the previous celebration, but we're saying for sure that he's gonna come out now. I'll do a full breakdown on him another time. We're already going past time here, so yeah, I am thoroughly tired. Let's go ahead and post this up here, and I'll see you guys later on. I'll do a different breakdown with maybe some team builds, things of that nature. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below. Keep on Dokkaning. We will catch you next time.